Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Earl here. What I have here is a 2011 15-inch MacBook Pro. Now, this is a very interesting MacBook because this MacBook is infamous for something you call graphics issues. Now, if you guys didn't know, 2011s have two graphics, or well, the 15 and the 17-inch, specifically MacBooks, have a discrete graphics. So it has an integrated graphics as well as a dedicated graphics. And that dedicated graphics is from Radeon AMD. And that one is very infamous for being quite unreliable. And so, I've gone across so many 2011 MacBooks, 15 inches in my life, and this is the only exception that I have found to be working 100%. So no reballing, no putting it in the microwave and all that, or whatever, the oven, not the microwave. You never do that on computer components. And so this, straight out of the, well, I guess you could say a pile of scrap MacBooks, was working 100%. As you can see, the chassis isn't in its best condition. There's a lot of scratches over here, but that's besides the point. I made a video about this MacBook about a year ago, and I'm very curious to see how this performs in 2026. And that being because the difference between this and the upcoming year, the 2012 MacBook Pros, is that 2012 MacBook Pros support Metal API graphics. And so this doesn't. And so it's very much limited by a lot of applications that it can run, especially productivity wise, like Photoshop, any sort of editing, rendering, whatnot, is very much limited due to the fact that it doesn't support any metal graphics. And so that might be a problem in 2026, but we shall see. Another thing is also that, yes, this is a very unreliable machine. And so this being in working order, if this battery actually has some charge, is quite a bit of a blessing. Okay, so we got some charging light situation right here. And there you go. Starts up like a charm. I haven't really opened this MacBook in a year. After that video, I just put it on the shelf and just kind of forgot about it, which isn't good. You're not supposed to do that if you want to store any battery operated machines or laptops or any computers, because you're supposed to charge it at 50%, and I believe I left this at 100%, and now it's kind of wonky with the battery situation. So hopefully it recalibrates itself eventually after this video, but I have a feeling that battery might be shot. Alright, so this is running OpenCore Legacy Patcher Monterey, and it just shut down. I must have tampered with the charger while I was trying to move it. Okay, that's always a good sign. Long story short, after I believe like 3 to 4 years, a lot of users reported having graphics issues. So you'll start to see some artifacting on the screen and some random shutdowns and some weird slowdowns and some freezing action once that graphics start to go bad. And basically what Apple did was that they did do some sort of a recall years after. However, they didn't really solve the issue. What they did was they just replaced the logic board, which is great, right? But then after what, another 3 to 4 years, it does the same thing. So it still isn't really solving the issue. It's just patching it with a band-aid. And so over time, a lot of these machines just go down the drain and it's not working. Well, that's always fun. Okay, so I've given this a couple of minutes to charge, and it looks like it's saying it's at 90% on the side battery indicator right here. Let's hope this thing starts up. Oh, we do have a exclamation point right here. The battery capacity is significantly reduced. To restore capacity, please check your service options. Let's check our service options. Oh wait, no, because this is a 2011 machine. This thing is well over 15 years old. Practically even older than some of you guys watching on this channel, which is kind of crazy to think. But yeah, this is gonna be, let's check the battery cycles on this computer, because I don't recall this having any issues. This YouTube video has turned into a complete opposite of what I was expecting. Let's go ahead and go to power, and yeah, look at that. Can you believe that? This thing only has 4 cycles on the battery, and because I didn't take care of it and let it deplete throughout the year or the past year, Yeah, it hasn't really held up pretty well, especially this being an aftermarket. I wonder if we have any. Do we have any sort of battery? Yeah, we have coconut battery capacity. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. 0.1. Huh. Yeah, the last time this was used, as you can see, 2025 January, which was last year, this thing had 98%. And now it's at 0%. So this being a quad-core i7 Sandy Bridge, it is infamously hot. And as you can see, our hovering temperature is around 34 degrees Celsius, which is not too shabby, especially running an unsupported version of macOS. Personally, macOS Monterey would be the last best version for this computer. Some say Ventura is pretty good as well, but I clearly had plans of downloading Ventura, as you can see, but seems like that never pulled through. And I now remember I did try using this as a challenge for a week. So I have a lot of screenshots over here and a lot of info. And it looks like 92% of you guys have not subscribed. So you guys should subscribe. Playing videos or streaming videos on the internet with this computer isn't going to be an issue. I believe that's not going to be an issue even on a Core 2 Duo, which is a couple of years even older than this computer. What I'm curious about is if we can run 4K. So let's go ahead and take it up a notch with 4K. If it does run, I would be quite impressed. And that fan is spinning right off the bat with 4K. So you can play YouTube videos at 4K on this computer. The only issue is that it does have a couple of stutterings here and there, as well as if you skim through different parts of the video, unlike the newer MacBooks or computers, it takes a while, as you can see. Oh, okay. Oh, this is 4K. Yeah, see, this is 4K 60 and it is buffering like crazy. Yeah, we're gonna put that back down to 1080 60 so that way it has some leeway. Okay. This speaker does not have any bass at all. Yeah, so the speakers are not great for sure. They don't have any bass and they are a bit on the teenier side. Now, I have a feeling that is because this is just a very old machine now. So a lot of these either have blown speakers or situation like that or becoming blown speakers. I do have Mac fan control right here, so the fan speed or the fan curves might be a little bit more on the sensitive side. And that is because it is indeed, if you take a look at the graphics right here, it is because I want to make sure I can preserve the usability out of this computer because, again, this MacBook has the infamous Radeon 6000M series of computer graphics. Mine is the base model, so this is 256 megabyte total VRAM model. Yeah, it does have the Intel HD 3000 graphics. Now, I do remember if your graphics or your dedicated graphics stops working, your display port will stop working entirely, so you can't really plug it into an external display. However, you can run this computer with the Intel HD 3000 graphics only if you want to do that and still save the computer and somehow make it usable. However, there's a lot of issues with that. You got sleep-wake issues, you got brightness settings issues. Fun fact, my first MacBook was a 2011 MacBook. So I am speaking from that experience. I thought I had a pretty good deal until I realized this was a very infamous problem. I am running this with OpenCore Legacy Patch, and I believe this is a very old version of... Oh no, it's not. It's 2.4.1. Okay, so this is a recent version. And as you can see, opening settings or opening, I guess you could say, App Store right now, it's pretty speedy, even on an unsupported version of macOS. If you open apps like music right here, it takes a bit of a second to load, but once it kicks into second gear, it pretty much takes off. So again, speed is not an issue for this machine. It's just the driver support, the app support, as well as the unreliability issues that this is plagued with really just hammers down that usability factor of this computer, unfortunately. Okay, so it seems like passkey does not work on this computer. It's saying right here, make sure both devices are connected to the internet, which it is, and have Bluetooth turned on. Oh, well, that's always fun. Let's click it to everyone right here. Now, if you guys didn't know, this 2011 only has Bluetooth 2.0, so it can't really do any proper AirDrop, unlike the 2012 MacBook, which has Bluetooth 4.0. So you can easily transfer from your iPhone or your iPad into it, even with an unsupported version. So yeah, I'm trying to log into Minecraft right now. It seems like this does not work at all. Wow, that took like a solid 20 minutes of me just trying to figure out my password on my Minecraft. But hey, we can play Minecraft, finally. And I believe this is the latest 1.21 at this moment in time. So I'm quite excited to see how this thing performs. Now, we all know Minecraft is going to run on basically anything. Now, of course, how could we forget that this thing has USB-A? USB-A, the best invention in the world, practically still relevant in 2025. No, 2026. Wow, that fan is spinning pretty crazy. Did it just shut down? Okay, so we can play Minecraft on this, no problem. And if you're looking for a cheap computer like this to run Minecraft, then here's your answer. It's gonna run totally fine. As you can see right here, we got some 1680 by 1050. I'm gonna put that on unlimited. We don't need VSync. Let's go ahead and try. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, I'm in a predicament right now because I don't know if that's because I keep touching the cable or it's just because it just shuts off every time I try to play Minecraft. And it seems like it is indeed me touching the cable. So this is a weird angle. So as you can see, if we go ahead and turn on the FPS counter right here, it just absolutely bogs down the CPU and everything. But this is... There's always something with these MacBooks, man. And it just, you cannot have a good time with them. I mean, what do I expect? It's a 15-year-old machine. This has nothing to do with the MacBook, but rather the aftermarket battery. I guarantee you it's because of that. It doesn't have to do with the laptop itself. And this is my complete, absolute fault. I will take 100% responsibility. This is Run. This is a game that everybody knows back in elementary and middle school. If you guys don't know what Run game is, you guys are missing out by how complex and crazy the fidelities and graphics of this video game is. Truly outstanding. But you get the idea. You can browse the internet with no issues with this computer. As you can see right there, I've made it to, what level is this? Level 7. It's really nice. There's no flex on this computer, so since it's made out of metal, so typing on it is such a pleasure. You know, even with the newer Windows computers today, there's nothing that can come close to the way the keyboard feels on this computer. It is on the mushy side of things, comparing it to, let's say, a MacBook now with the Magic Keyboard, but it is very solid. You cannot feel any flex on this. And you know what's crazy? And this is crazy to think to me as well. This trackpad right here is even better than a lot of the Windows machine. It supports multi-touch tracking, as you can see right there, or multi-touch gesture. Even though it's not the biggest thing in the world, it still is very effective at what it does. Take 2. Minecraft, please work. Single player, new world. Reading world data. And one of the impressive things about this computer is really, as you can see, it loads a lot of things pretty quick. And yes, it's a bit on the choppy side of things. Give it a couple of seconds to load. That's really honestly every older computer now, which is crazy because back in the day, quad cores are regarded as one of the better ones for single core. So, you know, Minecraft is a very, you know what? I was going to say Minecraft is regarded as more on the intensive when it comes to CPU. I don't think that battery is giving us any luck today. One of the downsides of having an older computer like this is that the unreliability, or I guess the reliability, is on the unexpectedly 50% chance of failure. As much as this being a very modular laptop, which is fantastic for eco-friendly e-waste, whatever, you can replace the hard drive, you can replace the disk drive. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, this thing has a disk drive, which is even crazy to think about. You can replace the RAM, upgrade the RAM to the maximum capacity, and replace the battery, which I did. It isn't the same as if you buy a genuine part from Apple. And this is, I guess, one of the perfect examples of that, unfortunately. In 2026, there's no need to buy a computer like this unless you are in possession of it already, or you came across at a garage sale or a yard sale for like $5 and end up with it. Because if you're seriously thinking about getting a laptop like this in 2026, it's not really worth it. Like, you can buy for $200 more, you can buy a much better machine like a 2015 or even an M1 laptop, which you can probably find around $300, $200 now, depending on the condition. And so, as much as I support a lot of these older Intel Macs like this one, you already know this isn't going to end well in the long run. And, you know, it gets to that point where these laptops are just going to become experiments of running Linux, Windows, you name it. I'm just going to end this video. It is quite a bit of an interesting situation right now, and if we unplug this, does it shut down? Does it shut down? Come on. Hey, look, I fixed it. No, this is going to shut down in a couple of seconds, I guarantee you. Yep. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so we're having some weird boot up issues at the moment. What I was trying to say is that I think the battery might have shot itself on the foot after keeping it for a year, but that shouldn't be really the case, really. It is a fresh battery that I got at Micro Center with like less than one cycle on it. I'm not sure what's going on here. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy.